This video will show you how to use a call simulator to load test a network. This mode is used to determine how many calls your network can support across a WAN link. It's a good practice to close all the programs on the computer so they won't interfere with the testing results. We'll start by choosing the end-to-end test mode. Enter the IP address of a router or switch at the far end of your WAN connection. If you need to do testing of more than 20 calls, it's a good idea to target a non-virtual computer at the remote end, as switches and routers don't typically have enough CPU horsepower to respond to simulated VoIP traffic, and the priority is to switch and route traffic. If you're testing more than 100 calls, make sure that your computer has enough horsepower to generate the calls. Check our website for the specifications for the call simulator. Choose the codec that you want to test with. For this, we will use the G711 codec. We will start the test with one call to determine if the connection is stable, with just one call before ramping it up. We do want to run this test with DSCP, so I will check the box to send out high priority packets. Let's start the test. At this point, we can see that the network looks healthy with just one call. There is no loss of DSCP tags. There are no out-of-order packets. The latency is reasonable. Jitter is reasonable. There is no packet loss, and the MOS score shows above a 4.0. In our environment, we want to validate that 6 simultaneous calls can be handled, so let's ramp this up to 6 calls. With it ramped up to 6 calls, it looks like everything is stable. So let's see what happens when one more call is added. With 7 calls, it looks like latency is up into the red zone, and packet loss is also well into the red zone. This tells us that we can reliably run 6 calls to this remote location, but we'll have problems with 7 calls. Thanks for watching.